Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charmaine, and if this is your first time visiting, thanks for stopping by. And if this is not your first time visiting, welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today, I am so excited. I finally got my printer in after waiting probably about 3 months. It is the Epson Color F570. It prints up to it prints 24 inches wide. Y'all, I'm so geeked about this printer. I did my first prints the other day. I'm going to show you some of the filming that I did, some of the recording that I did. It took me a while to hook it up, so I didn't show you a lot of video on that. But I will show you the video on how to load the paper and show you the process of me charging the ink. Okay, but there are so many videos out there which I had to go look at because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So go check those videos out on YouTube. Just put in Epson F570 and you will see the unboxing and all that good stuff. But I couldn't record that because I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, but let me show you how it looks. Let me show you the print settings in Silhouette and in Photoshop. Let's start with Photoshop first. So right here I'm going to the PS, which is Photoshop, and then the first thing you do is you create new. Okay, so I go to create new, and right here I have my standard. I made this 15.5 by 19.5 because my heat press is 16 by 20, so I wanted to make sure it's 16 by 25. So I wanted to make a custom sheet so I could be able to just go click on that and then I can put my designs or my artwork on this sheet, so I don't have to worry about keep on changing the sizes. So here it is, 15.5 inches by 19.5. I could go down longer, the height longer than that, but right now I'm going to do 19.5. If I do a larger shirt, then I'll change this, okay? Because I can go all the way to 24.5 because my printer, like I said, my heat press is 16 by 25. Okay, the resolution is at 300 pixels. I used this. It worked out great. Color mode is RGB color. It's more out here you can use, but this worked great for me. 8 bits, and I use a white background. And then right here the color profile is sRGB, and it's more over here also, but that's works for me. Okay. Let me show you different ones they have in here. Okay. And then it just had the square pixels. So I'm going to go ahead and create. Okay, here's the sheet. And then what I need to do is go over here to File to get my image. Go to Open. And it goes right to my my desktop. And all my stuff is on my desktop. So I'm going to find the picture that I'm going to be using. I'm still working on learning how to use Photoshop. I've been on YouTube just looking for videos so I can learn how to do it because this is a really good software to use for making shirts and designing, period. But I also use Silhouette. So Silhouette, I got the hang of that a little bit more than this, so I've been using that. Okay, so you see this picture, just the picture, and as you see, it's covering the whole paper. So that paper was 15.5 by 19.5. So if you want to see what size this picture is, I just found this out. You can go to image, and you can go to image size, and it tells you right here what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it. Let's see if it's gonna change, because it's I said 15.5 by 19. I think 0.5. Enter. Okay, I'm gonna just zoom in. And the picture that I'm gonna show you, I printed out on Photoshop, in Photoshop. So I'm still confused on how to figure out the size of this picture. I just changed it and then it changed back to a different size. So if y'all can help me, somebody help me with that, let me know. But it says image size. Now it says 17 by 19, which is probably right. Oh, you know, yeah, I don't know. Which is probably right. So I'm going to say this picture is 17.153 by 19.5. Okay, you don't have to have this printer that I'm using. You can use any printers and still print out in Photoshop. So it's the same thing, the same concept that I'm doing right now, but you just got to pick what printer you're going to be using. Okay, So let's go to File, and let's go to Print. Okay. Excuse my dog in the background. Let me close my door. And right here, it's already picked. So my printer, I put it in here already. What I had to do first is basically plug in my printer, put the ink in, charge the ink, and also put the paper in there. Then I had to go onto Epson website and download the driver I needed for my computer, which is a Mac Air book. Okay, so that took a little while for me to figure that out and download everything to make sure it worked. And then you go into your printing settings, which is right here, your system preferences, and then you go to printers and scanners, and then you just basically see it. It should pop up right here, okay? And this is the printer right here, okay? And all my other printers I have this Epson 7710, 7020, and then I also had this at my job and my daycare, my business. So I have a lot of printers on this Mac. My Mac is my best friend. If anything happened to this, I would lose my mind. Okay, everything is in here. All my files, everything. So so you see it's on here. It's offline because it's not plugged in. What I do is I plug it in. It's best for me to plug in all my printers when I'm using them, and I basically use the USB cord. I think it's called USB cord, and I plug it in directly to my laptop, because if I'm printing something and then my internet go off, then I'd be stuck. I don't want that to happen. So yes, I don't have any hooked by Wi-Fi. My computer is on Wi-Fi, but all my printers I use I have a USB cord for each of my printers. Yes, and my cutters, y'all. Okay, so yes, that's what I do. So I'll go here. Okay, that's the printer. So this is for Mac. I don't know how yours look, but this is how it look on Mac. So I just went, like I said, I went to system preference, and I found that. Okay, so now after I went to print from here, file to print, this is what pops up. My printers, I make sure the printer's in here. You just select what it is. So I selected this one. The print settings, you go in here, make sure it's there. The layout, just put layout. Let's see what this says with printing settings right here. Okay, so this is what we need. So you make sure you put your printing settings here. You put the size right here. Right now I put in 17 by 24. And it's the same as the output. The paper source is a roll, 17 inches. Okay. And then I'm using this is the media paper I'm using, but it's more down here. But I'm just using this one right here, purpose textile or purpose rigid. I'm going to use the purpose textile. Just read your packaging on your paper. Okay. Okay, and then select the color. I says off, no color adjustments, color, and then I don't know what that was. And I just put quality, the levels, quality. I didn't click on high speed or finest detail. I just left it alone. But if anybody used this, please let me know if you have this printer already. I'm brand new to this. I'm brand new to Photoshop, and I'm brand new to this printer. So if you use these and it prints out good for you, let me know. Okay. Also, let me know if I have anything of these wrong, because like I said, I just hooked this printer up, so I don't know. But it looks good to me. It looks good, but it could look better. So let me know if you have any different settings on your Photoshop, okay? Okay, so then it says normal printing right here. Then I just leave that stuff there. Let's go down here, description, center. This is all, I'm going to keep it all the same. The print selection is in inches, print marks. So this is what I used to print this photograph off. And I'm going to show you, this is what I used to print the print out. And I'm going to show you in a minute how it looks, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this out, and I'm going to show you how I do it on Photoshop. Okay, so I'm going to close this out. And now I'm going to show you how I do it on Silhouette. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do it on Silhouette. So now I go to File, and I go to Merge. And I can do a little bit better. I know what size it is in Silhouette. Go to my desktop, and I'm going to pick up the picture. And I also printed this out in Silhouette too. And I'm going to show you different color, how it looks, the difference in the two. But what happened when I printed this one out in Silhouette, I end up mirroring it, and you're not supposed to mirror, I guess, with this printer, because it's already mirrored. So that was my mistake. So you will see it that it's not mirrored. Okay, so now for Silhouette, I can take the background off if I want to, but sometimes you take the background, if you basically trace this, it's going to kind of mess up the picture a little bit. So I just leave it like this, and my paper size is, let me go my paper size right here. It might be best to get rid of the background, but I don't like getting get rid of the background with this kind of background with this kind of light color image, because it can take away from it. But we could try it. We could try it. But let me just let you know, this is how I print it out, just like this, okay? But let me so the paper size right now, it changed. So let me go ahead and change it back to what it was. I'm gonna do 17 by 20. Okay, 17 by 20. Because like I said, my printer is 16 by 25. So I'm gonna do 15. I'm tripping, y'all. 15.5 by 20. 15.5 by 20. Okay, so this is the size of the paper. I'm going to basically make this picture the same way, 15.5 by 20. Okay, so there we have it. And let me go ahead and see how it looks. Let's see how good I can trace this, y'all. So I'm gonna go to the trace panel right here, like a little piece of toast, and then I'm going to select trace area. Let's see, because like I said, this is a light color. Sometimes I'd be having a hard time tracing light stuff, but we're gonna see today. But like I said, before I did this, when I printed out, I'm gonna show you the print. I did not trace it. I just left the white on there because because I usually don't cut the white out because it's silhouette. Because sublimation do not see how it is. See, and I'm not good. I'm still learning silhouette too. So trace and detach, and look how different it's gonna be. What I was about to say. I was just saying this. Sublimation don't print out white, so sometimes I keep my picture white background. I leave it like it is, but sometimes it do affect. Of course, it does affect the size of the picture. Okay, so if you need a precise, it worked pretty good, y'all. Okay, so let me go ahead and group all this. Oh, see, I'm doubting myself, y'all. I'm doubting myself. Go ahead and group. Sometimes it cuts off a lot of stuff and it don't look too good. So it don't really matter because it is going to be on a white shirt. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, so now see what size it is. Now it's only a 14 by 16. So yes, it will be better to take the background off, of course, and now we can make this a little bit bigger, so it can be bigger on your shirt because it will look bigger on the screen than on your shirt because of the white background. Okay, believe me, I've made some shirts and I was like, why is this image so small? Because I didn't get the background off of it. But sometimes what I do is, even if I had a background on it, I just make the white come off the paper. I size it so the white can come off the paper if the image wasn't so close to the edge, and that works also. Okay, if you have trouble tracing it. Okay, I just zoomed in so you can see it better. And see, now the picture is a little bit too big for the paper, so I'm just gonna bring it up some so it won't come off the paper just a little bit. Okay, so now this is the 14 by 18, which would still be a nice size for a medium shirt, maybe even a large shirt. Well, even a large shirt, if you depends on how much you want on your shirt. And if you and then you can just measure your shirt to see what the width is. Now that you have this printer, you can do whatever, but it does depend on what size heat press you have also. Okay, so stay with your heat press size. Okay, like I said, I have a 16 by 24, so I could go bigger, but I'm gonna just leave it like this. I'm just showing y'all different ways because I already printed this page out. I already printed this out. I will go a little wider than that. Okay, so now let me go ahead and show you how I printed it. So I go to File, and I go to Print Setup. And see, now it's still in there. Sometimes, every time I use Silhouette, sometimes I have to go back and put everything back in there. Like, it depends on what printer I'm using. I got to put it in here. But now, you see this one stayed in there, so that's cool. So you go for a format for this one. This is it right here. And then it says 17 by 20, yes, because I had to put this in here. I had to put that in. I had to go into Untitled and put it in there. So I got one for 17, and I also have I had two for 17 by 20. I have one for 17 by 24. I have one for 17 by 20. Then I have one for, this is the big paper, which I haven't used yet. I haven't opened that yet. So I have that also. So when I know what I'm going to be using, this is what I need to use. And this 17 by 24, it saves paper. I did put in 24 at first, but I'm like, I'm not going to I don't have a picture. No, I'm not going to be doing a shirt that long right now all the time. I'm not going to be doing the shirt this long. So I went ahead and saved 4 inches of paper. I went ahead and changed it to 17 by 20. And if you want to make it smaller for a smaller shirt, go ahead and change it because you don't want to waste all that paper, because if you do, it's going to cut that paper. that size paper. Okay, and you don't want all that paper if you're gonna. I'm trying to say paper because I heard the paper goes really fast. Okay, so then I push OK. And just make sure you have the papers the same size. Okay. Okay, then I go to file, then I go to print. See, oh, it stays there. Okay, it's in here. So here's the printer. I click on this and find the printer, and it's right here. Then I go to copies as one. Then a layout right here. It's all on here. How I want it. You don't got to take. Let me see. Just go to print settings. It's the same as the other one. Everything is in here. Okay, everything is in here like it was with Silhouette. Okay, and it's on here. I got high speed. So this is what I printed the other one out on. Maybe that's the reason why the colors didn't come out like the Photoshop did, because this is, I had it on high speed. Okay, I didn't know that. Let me take the high speed off. Like I said, I already printed these photos out, so let me just let you know the one I printed for Silhouette was on high speed. Okay, so then you go ahead and push print. But right here, let me go back to print settings. I think that was print settings. Yes, go to layout. Right here, do not click these, okay? Because before, usually when I use my 7720, 7710 printer for sublimation, I have to flip it horizontally. But on this printer, since it's already considered a sublimation printer, and the other two printers are not sublimation printers, but this one is. So you do not have to worry about this because it's going to always automatically print all your prints mirrored, okay? I didn't know that, so that's the reason why when I show you this image, it's already, it's not flipped because I put flipped. I hope you understand what I'm saying. When I printed out this page, I pushed this button right here and it didn't flip it because the printer is already set up to flip your image or mirror it, okay? So don't worry about these two things right here, okay? So you just go ahead and push print. Okay, so now I'm going to be back. I'm going to show you the two images that the image that I printed from Photoshop and the image that I printed from Silhouette, and then I'm going to show you how to press one of them on the shirt. And I'm also, well, both of them, well, because the other one I can't press because it's not mirrored. But I did print out another print from Silhouette that is mirrored, and I'm going to put that on a notebook. So stay tuned. Okay, I took all the tape off the machine. There's a lot of tape, so you got to make sure you just check everything to make sure you get all the tape off the machine before you start charging your ink. And then what I did is I just took a bottle of ink, opened the top, and just basically shake it back and forth. Like, don't shake it, but twist it back and forth like this. Excuse my mannequin head. And you basically tip it like this. After you open this lid right here, and you basically just set the ink inside of there. I'll show you a picture of that in a minute. But I don't want to open it now because it's charging. So I did two at a time. I did 2 bottles at a time. If they wasn't close together, I did 2 bottles at a time. So I fill all these up. And it was, here's all the ink right here. It was full to the top. But I'm basically waiting for the ink to go through the line. So it was all the way to the top. All of them was full. But now it's been charging for like the last 10 minutes. And as you see, it says right here, if you can see that, let's see, yeah, do not open any covers or anything like that. So I'm waiting for it to ink, and it takes about 75 minutes. So it's been going for like at least 10 minutes. So yeah, it's charging. So I'm gonna sit here, wait for it to charge, and then I'm gonna put my paper on here. Here's the paper it came with right here. It came with 3 rolls of paper. This is this right here is 17 inches. Ooh, it's heavy. And then this I just put already on the little roll thing and put it down because it's heavy. Then it's 2 more rolls right here. This is the 24-inch roll, and this is another 17-inch roll. Okay, and I'm going to just use the small inch right now just to play around with it because I don't want to waste too much paper. And what else I was gonna say? And after I do that, I put the paper roll right in here. Okay, so it did come with 3 rolls of paper, and it came with 2 sets of ink. That's what it came with. And you just basically plug it in, set your time and date and everything on there, and then you just load it up with the ink. All right, after you get finished loading up, I will come back to show you a print. Or I'm gonna come back to show you how to load the paper. Okay, now the printer already charged the ink, and now it says load paper. It says right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift this up, this cassette, this little drawer up, and there's another one you can lift up too. This is blue. It's blue. You just lift it on up, and then I just put the paper in, and make sure the paper is. It's hard to push this paper inside this little on this rack, so it's I pushed it in, and make sure it's snug on the roll. And then it goes right inside. It's got the little leverage inside. As you can see, it's snug. See how paper is snug to the black part right here. Okay, it's really close to the end. So make sure the black part is not showing. It's snug right inside this level, and it's snug right inside here. And it says you can just basically let it go in, roll it in, and it should beep. Okay, so let's see if it's gonna beep. It's hard to position my camera. So you roll it inside here. And it beeped, y'all. Yay! We did it. It says close the roll and cover. Let's cover it up. Let me show you right here how to open it again, okay? This is how I open it. Open it like this. Get this blue piece right here. I don't know why that looks like a scratch right there. Just bring it up like that, okay? I put it in there. Now I closed it. Removed. It says remove. I have my stacker right here. I'm gonna remove the stacker. Okay. Now it says plain paper, general paper. It says paper type, general purpose textile, or paper remaining. So yes, it is general purpose paper, textile. And let's see. Let me read the package real quick. It says it works for both textile and rigid applications, okay? And it's the transfer multi-use. So let's see. I'm gonna say general purpose textile and paper remaining. I'm gonna turn it on, I guess. Okay, we go back. I'm sorry, I have it on the camera. Paper type right here. It says paper type, general purpose, and okay, I already set it for general purpose, and then it's remaining is 30.0. I push OK. It's basically loading the paper right now. As you can see, it's coming in and coming out. Okay, like I said, right now I plugged it in. I added the ink. I loaded the paper. And that's what we're doing now. I wanted to show you the images, okay? This is the image that I printed out of Photoshop, okay? And I can tell this is Photoshop because it's mirrored already, okay? I didn't have to worry about mirroring it. You don't push the mirror button, you don't flip it, it just comes out because it's a sublimation printer, okay? That is beautiful. And look, I'm gonna show you this one. This one is the one I printed out of Silhouette. And what I did was I accidentally, well, I pushed mirrored, so I thought I was supposed to, but since I pushed mirrored, it didn't mirror it because it was already, the printer's already mirrored. So don't flip it, don't do none of that stuff. Just let it go ahead and go by itself, and it should already be set in the printer. So let me show you how both of them look the same. Yes, this one over here is smaller because I did change the size because I wanted to see. I could tell the size, what the size is in Silhouette, but I couldn't tell what size this was. Even though it's a good size for a large shirt, that's fine. I'm gonna measure them and let you see. I'm gonna measure both of them and let you know what size they are also. Okay. So let me go ahead and measure them right now. This is a 15 by 18. Okay, I measured with my my ruler, 15 by 18, and that's gonna be good for a large shirt. And this one is this is 12 by 15. So 12 width and 15 height. And so those are two different sizes, okay? And they both look good. I mean, you can tell the print, and this one is more deeper, more darker. This is a little bit lighter, or maybe because it's just like that because it's bigger. But I'm pretty sure this picture came out much darker than this picture, okay? So this is Silhouette, and this is Photoshop. I love how Photoshop prints out but I don't know how to figure out what size it is before I print it. So I don't want to try to go on Photoshop and then I print out a big, the picture would be too big for what I'm working with. So I'm going to work on that a little bit more until I critique it, get it right. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and use Silhouette. So I know how to size up my images in Silhouette. Okay. Okay. So now this is a shirt I'm going to be. This is a shirt I'm going to be using. This is a Vapor shirt from Conde. I love Conde shirts. This is a large. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how I press these on here. Okay. Of course, I'm not gonna press this shirt because it's not mirrored. I just want to show you how it looked. Okay. I'm not pressing this image on the shirt because it's not mirrored. I just wanted to show you the difference between how Photoshop and Silhouette printed out. Okay. I'm going to be sublimating this image. I'm also going to be sublimating this image. This image I printed out first. And girl, don't give me the line. I don't know which program I used. Let's see. Yeah, it had to be Photoshop because look, it's the same color. It's dark. Okay. See how this is light right here? Oh, you know what? It's dark over here because I'm sorry because it's not mirrored. So it looked the same. It looked the same. I was mistaking this one because it's not flipped, but it's still dark on this side right here, like it is right here. So it's the same. They both print the same to me. Okay. Yeah. What y'all think? Okay, so this is the smaller image, and this image is gonna be able to fit on my notebook. So I'm gonna put it on this notebook for breast cancer month. I'm gonna go ahead and press that too while we here on the video. While my heat press is hot, I might as well go ahead and press some things. I'm also gonna do a bonnet too. I'm going to sublimate a bonnet, so stay tuned for that video. Okay, I have my shirt already all set up on my heat press. This is a 16 by 24 heat press from Heat Press Nation. I will put all the links below. The shirt is from Conde. I'll put that down below also. I also put butcher paper under my shirt. You can see that, and I also put butcher paper between the shirt so the ink will not go through the shirt to the other side. Okay, so that's already inside here. In my image, the butcher paper I got from Sam's. The image you see, as you can see, I tear the image so it won't leave that harsh line from a printed image. Let me show you. This is how it looks after I tear it. But this is how I'll look before I tear it. So basically, I just rip it. I rip it just down as close as I can get to the image without tearing the image. And this makes it so when you press it won't leave this harsh line. So if y'all getting these lines on y'all paper, on y'all shirts and stuff, rip your paper. So you can see I ripped all edges of the paper, all ends. I didn't do this side. I could. Let me go ahead and rip this real quick. And it's okay for me to rip this. I really didn't want to rip this side because of the images right here, but you won't be able to tell. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and rip it. I go slowly so I won't rip the image, the picture. So just as long as it's not a harsh line, it should be okay. Just be careful, don't rip the. I'm sorry, my arm is in the way, but this is how I have to do it. If you like the content of this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the red bell so you can be notified when I make new videos. Today was a video that I did a lot of things. I basically showed you I unboxed. Well, I basically showed you my new printer, which is the Epson SC F570. It wasn't that bad getting it together, but the only thing that was the problem was getting them drivers together, downloading drivers on my Mac, because it's always hard for me to download stuff on the Mac. It's just so different when you download different things when you download software on the Mac. To me, it is. Okay, so that's the only problem I had. I had a little bit of problem with that. I just went on Facebook, and it's a Facebook group called Epson SC F570. So I went there and they helped me out a little bit. But after that, it's so easy. You don't have to worry about converting the printer over. It's already a sublimation printer. So I just put the ink in there, put the paper in there, and I was on my way. Plug it up and go. So it wasn't that bad of a process. I was scared, y'all, to open it up. I'm just basically getting my image together for prints to make sure it's centered with the shirt, centered with everything. There it is. I'm gonna put some tape on there so it won't move. bottom right here. Put some on the top. Okay. Make sure it's 3 inches from the top. Y'all see I'm taking my time, y'all, because I'm kind of scared. This is a big image, y'all. First time doing this, 3 inches from this top. And I'm always getting scared when I try new things. Okay, so I'm going to cover it up with butcher paper, cover the whole shirt up. Go ahead and push it in, and I'm going to press this 400 for 60 seconds. And let's see how it goes. I already lint rolled, I did all that. See how my image is not all the way inside the printer. So it's okay though. Let me see. Yeah, that should be fine. Along with the whole body, there's just some of the paint. Ah, no! It's not tight. Shoot! Always something, y'all. I don't have my damn printer tight. I was just sublimating something else earlier and it's not tight enough. So I hope I don't get any shadow. Okay, now I tighten it. I hope it's tight enough, y'all. Man, I'm always doing something, y'all. I forgot to tighten it up. So hoping I might get some shadow on this shirt, but y'all know why? Because it wasn't tight. My pressure wasn't tight enough because I was doing something else. I was sublimating some plaques and stuff. And I forgot to tighten up. I need to remember to tighten them up after I finish it so I won't forget and mess up my stuff. So it might be a little shadow on this. Oh, man. Check out my Etsy page. Charming Gal Boutique #2. Also, my Facebook group. Brown Girls Craft with Cricket. That was quick. That was 60 seconds. That was pretty quick, y'all. I'm scared. That was a quick 60 seconds. Okay, let's reveal it, y'all. If it ain't done, it's gonna have to be done today. Oh, it's cute. That's cute. Let me show you. Let me take it off the heat press. Look at that. Now I think the color could pop a little bit more. I'm used to it popping a little bit more on my Epson, because when I looked at it, it's okay, but maybe it's just the way the way the picture is designed. Okay, but I'm used to seeing more color. Let me see. Look at it. It's kind of light. I should have Oh, that's cute. Did I press this before? Did I get the moisture out the shirt before I started? Yeah, I rushed this video because I was just doing too much. I don't think I even got the moisture out the shirt. But it's okay. I mean, it's not going to mess up anything. But that's the shirt, y'all. That's the shirt. Let me check to see how much ink. Oh, look at this. All this ink on this paper. My heat press was not tight enough, y'all. Look at all that ink. It's still a lot of ink on there. So yeah, it would have been it would have been better if I would have had a little bit more pressure. Okay, y'all. So look at the ink. I could have used this again. You know what? And somebody else, I seen this on. Look, that don't make no sense. All that ink on that paper. So yeah, that would have. I could have pressed that a little harder. It wasn't pressed hard enough. The pressure. But somebody told me, I was looking at I was looking at this video on YouTube. This guy, he used the paper twice. Because he said that he basically did one shirt and then he used the same paper and did it again and it worked. Okay, so it's just probably the paper. This is the Epson paper. It came with the printer, so you can sometimes use this paper twice, the same image, and heat it twice on different thing, different shirt. But yeah, this is too light. I should go ahead and try to press the other side with the other, but I'm not doing it because it's crinkly now. And I can probably sell this shirt or give it away. I'm gonna go ahead and do a notebook. So that's the shirt. I could have pressed it hard. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fix my pressure. That was, let me show you how. Let's see how. Usually when you check, this is how you check your pressure. You basically put a piece of paper down here at the bottom of the Oh, it's not that bad. It's tight. The pressure is tight. No, it's not that tight. So I'm gonna tighten up a little bit. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that was the problem. I have no pressure, y'all. So it would have been the color would have popped better, but you can see the picture still came out right, but it's just the pressure on my printer, on my heat press. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do this notebook. And what I do is I don't take these out of here. And I already have a video on how to do this, so I'm gonna do it again real quick because the heat press is on. But I don't take these out. I just basically put it on let it hang off the heat press. Okay, this is how I do it because I'm lazy. A lot of people take the binders out and they do the whole page. I don't do it. Let me show you how I do it. I even it up how I want it on this, then I tape it. So I might as well go ahead and do this while the heat press is on. I'm mad about that shirt, y'all. Okay, what I do, I let it hang off right here. So when I close the heat press, it'll be hanging off. The wires won't be in. You can see that the wires won't be touching the metal. The metal part won't be touching the heat press. It'll be hanging off. And you see how my image is not all the way over there anyway, so it really don't matter. Because usually I don't let the image cover the whole notebook. Don't have to. I'm gonna hold this like this. Make sure my pressure is down. As good as it's gonna get, y'all. Still 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Please hit that red bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. While that's doing that, look at my Gucci cup that I made for my son. Isn't that cute? 20-ounce tumbler. You can check videos out. I have videos on how I sublimate the tumblers. And y'all, I don't think I covered this dang on book up. And I didn't. I'm rushing, y'all. It's time for me to go to bed. I used to cover all of my stuff up so it won't be anything on here, but it didn't nothing get on there. But y'all used to cover my stuff up, but I smelled it. But that turned out cute. Look at that. Let me get my butt off of here. I'm doing too much. But it turned out cute though. But I just didn't want, when you just got glitter on this notebook and you don't want to put anything in the heat press without being covered up. So I'm just all over the place today. But that's pretty. And let me just clean my heat press. Even though there's nothing on there, I'm gonna still wipe it down. But that's all for today. I'm gonna show you my notebook and the shirt. And that's it for today. Until next time, be blessed.